These should be the proportions on your plate for weight loss. It's not a matter of obsessing over the proportions of different types of food on your plate, but something as simple as controlling the nutrients you consume and their amounts can help you take care of your figure. In addition to that, this simple and even fun strategy called the plate method can help you improve your health and well-being. You also know that when it comes to different diets and strategies for weight loss, there are 1,000 options and recommendations, while not all are healthy or effective. In today's article we want to propose something even further. Above all, we're talking about food education. If you start using this method little by little at home, you can even help your children make better food choices. Next up, we'll teach you how to measure out the proportions of each of your meals. We're sure that it will be a great help to you. When you pay attention to the proportions on your plate, you'll start seeing great results. The plate method is nothing new. In fact, it's just a simple technique that nutritionists have been recommending to people for a long time. Not surprisingly, this method is followed by athletes and others who want to lose weight without giving up too much, through a variable, balanced, and healthy diet. The main benefits of making sure your dishes contain adequate proportions of foods include: both the first and second courses are served on the same plate. When you have one large plate where all your food is distributed on it, the visual sensation of satisfaction is more effective. It forces you to include all of the basic nutrients from the food pyramid. You should also understand that every moment of the day requires different and adequate proportions. Your breakfast shouldn't be the same as your lunch, nor should your lunch be the same as your dinner. Let's look at the main components you should try to remember. Breakfast proportions. The following proportions are what you should strive to include in your first meal of your day. 40 fruit. 40 Breakfast is the time of day when your body is more receptive to these foods. At dinner, on the other hand, fruits are less appropriate because they aren't digested as well. Your best bet is to combine a few of them, an apple with some grapes, for example. Here's a list of some of the best fruit choices to start your day. Citrus fruits: grapefruit, orange, tangerine, lemon juice, kiwi, strawberries, banana, pineapple, watermelon, cantaloupe, peaches, pears, cherries. 40 Carbohydrates. Now what do we mean by carbohydrates? And even more, and if you're trying to lose weight, should you even eat these foods? It is not only important to eat carbohydrates, it's essential. Your body needs carbohydrates in order to function properly. It breaks down the sugars and starches into glucose for use as energy. The fiber found in carbohydrates also helps you feel full, which in turn will allow you to achieve a healthy weight. Carbohydrates that are suitable options for breakfast include whole grain cereals, On the other hand, you shouldn't neglect the amount of protein in your breakfast. Eggs, for example, are a good choice. Lunch proportions. The key to this central meal of the day is maintaining a balance between vegetables, 40, and carbohydrates, 40. You can combine rice with steamed or roasted vegetables and add a turkey breast, for example. Foods like pasta, chickpeas, or quinoa are great choices for this time of day. As a recommendation, it's always best to add a little fruit to your daily lunch options. One fantastic idea is to combine fruit with your salads: spinach with strawberries, lettuce and pomegranate seeds, kale and pineapple and. If you consume fruit for dessert, it could upset your digestion a little, so it's better to include it in the main dish itself. Dinner proportions. Here we should remind you that maintaining a proper diet involves eating around 5 times a day. Don't hesitate to consume something light and nutritious between meals. Fruits, fiber, and even plain yogurt with nuts and raisins can be great snacks. Now let's see what your dinner proportion should look like. The first thing you'll notice is that fruit disappears. For this final meal of the day, as we said above, it's not the best choice. The goal now is to combine vegetables with protein. Here are a few examples of the sources of protein you can add to your dinner, along with the best vegetables for digestion at night. Vegetables include zucchini, cucumber, artichoke, eggplant, asparagus, celery, broccoli, pumpkin soup, baked tomatoes or peppers. Raw ones can be a bit difficult to digest. Protein options for dinner. Salmon, cod, tuna, sardines, tofu, grilled chicken or turkey. Finally, when it comes to carbohydrates, you should have some, but in very small proportions. A slice of whole grain bread or some nuts are both good options that you shouldn't pass up.
Yeah.